Hey everybody, it's Chris at Red Raccoon again. I'm bringing you some more Star Wars Outer Rim content. Well, I've got that demo copy that's going back to Star Wars Celebration with me next week. This is a game of bounty hunters, mercenaries, and smugglers for 1 to 4 players from Fantasy Flight Games. This game is designed by Corey Konixa and Tony Fanchi. You might have seen them in the playthrough that they did on Fantasy Flight Livestream last week. It's a great little space sandbox game. And right now I'm going to bring you a few turns of solo play so you can get a feel for how the game plays and what it's all about. And of course, you know, I got to go with the classics. I'm going to be playing Boba Fett over here, and the AI player is going to be Han Solo. So you start out with a basic starting ship. So I've got the AI always starts with the Starfighter. I started with the Rigger, which is a little faster. They're double-sided ships, so you choose at the beginning of the game which one you want to play with. We've got starting card already. Han Solo starts with some cargo, and he also starts on Nal Hutta. Now the starting cards are randomized, so you won't start in the same place with the same thing every time. But people like Han and Lando generally start with cargo. Bounty hunters like Boba Fett and IG-88 and Bosk start with bounties. And then some of the other characters like Dr. Aphra and Ketsu Ono start with jobs that they're trying to do. The name of the game is Fame. We're competing to try and be the first person. It's a race to get to 10 fame. So we can do all kinds of things to gain fame. We can deliver stolen cargo. We can do bounties, eliminate the right bounties. We can do jobs that give us fame. So all kinds of things. Like I said, it's a sandbox game, so you can go all about the galaxy doing whatever you like. We'll go ahead and just kind of jump right into play here. So I'll go first as the human player, and when you your turns are in 3 phases. You've got a planning step where you can move, or you can gain credits, or you can heal, and then you've got an action step where we'll take some actions, and then we've got an encounter step where we'll have an encounter where we're at, and that can be with a number of things. So Boba Fett is over here in Cantonica. I guess that's the planet where all the cantinas are. I'm not sure. I haven't heard of that one. I'm not sure where it is in the lore, actually. That's the only one I don't know. And the Ring of Kefrine over there, too. Boba Fett has a speed of 6 on his ship, and I am trying to find a Black Sun agent who is one of these contact chips, and they're an easy one, a gray contact chip. So I'm going to try and find that, and we'll just kind of start the game here. So I see that there's a gray contact here on Ord Mantell, so I'm just going to go 1-2 to Ord Mantell, and then I can interact with the market. So as long as you're on a planet, you can take any of these market cards. We've got ships, gear, cargo, spies, jobs, and the top job there is rooting out spies, bounties, and a luxury deck, a luxury items deck that has a wide variety of things. It's kind of a wild card deck. I almost forgot, we get starting credit. So as the starting player, I get 4,000 credits, and the AI player gets 6,000. In a 3 or 4 player game, it's 4, 6, 8, and then 10,000 credits, depending on where you are in the player order. So I went to Ord Mantell. I'm going to interact with the market here. I see that the top thing here is in the gear pile is a vibro knife, and that during ground combat, which you have to do for a lot of the bounties, will give you a extra strength for your combat, so extra dice, and will also kind of give you some better stats there, some ability to manipulate your dice rather. So I'm actually going to go ahead and pay all 4,000 of my credits for that vibro knife, and that goes here in a gear slot. You've got 2 gear slots on your player board. Anytime that you have those slots full or you want to trade something, you can sell it back to the market for its price to pay for the cost of something else. So now we're going to flip this card over, and you'll see here that a lot of these cards have a patrol on them, and we'll have to move that patrol. So the Syndicate Patrol here is going to move 3 spaces towards me, and they only get there in 2 spaces, so they stop. I have, I forgot to do my starting reputation. I have positive reputation with the Hutts as my starting reputation, and Han Solo over here has negative reputation with the Hutts. So the Syndicate doesn't attack me, but they want to search me and stuff, so if I had run into them, I couldn't continue my movement, but since they ran into me, nothing really happens except that I can encounter them. So I'm going to actually go ahead and do what's called manipulating the market, and I'm going to put that bottom card, the top card of the bounty deck rather, on the bottom of it and flip the top one over looking for a little bit easier bounty, and I found one. There's Greedo there who's green instead of yellow. So I'm going to go ahead and, now that I've done everything I can do with the market and actions on my turn, I'm going to go ahead and encounter this gray contact here, and I see that that is W1LE, a droid from, I believe, the Clone Wars cartoon, or maybe Rebels cartoon. I think that's Lando's droid from Rebels. So I'm going to look through this databank deck, which is numbered 1 through 92. Now there are some numbers missing in here. There are multiples of some cards, and those are to randomize the different ways you can do and finish jobs and other things in the game. So this contact is card number 22, and I'm going to find 22, and flip that over here, and have an encounter, since that's not my bounty. And now if it had been the Black Sun agent, I would have chosen to encounter it as a bounty and fought ground combat instead, but since it's not, I have an encounter. Most droids are rather high-strung, so W1LE's laid-back demeanor and easy charm are a pleasant surprise. If you're a Lando Calrissian, which I'm not, you may gain the crew below and discard W1LE's token. Otherwise, you may test tech. If I pass, gain the crew below and discard the token. If I would fail, I can spend 3,000 to pass the test instead. So we've come to our first skill test here. Skill tests are always 2 dice. You have skills on your character and skills that will be on your crew if you have any crew. And I do not have the tech skill. I have stealth and tactics as Boba Fett. So I'm going to roll these 2 dice, and I'm hoping for a crit result on them. So I rolled, and I got 2 hits. So I did not succeed. I do not have the credits, so I cannot take her as crew. So she's just going to stay there until somebody comes and wants to pick her up, or just stay there till the end of the game. So that's my turn as Boba Fett. So now with the single player game, we have a deck here that will tell us what action the single player will take. So I shuffled it up a little bit, shuffled it a little bit again, and we'll flip this over, and now it's Han Solo's turn. So in their planning step, I'm going to do the first that applies. If he's defeated, recover all damage. He's not. Then he'll move towards the closest goal. So his goal is the Ring of Kefrine, and he's here on Nalhutta. He's got a cargo to deliver. So he's going to go. Han Solo's special ability is that his ship is 2 faster, so he has got a speed of 7, and he's trying to get over here. So he's going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 towards the Ring of Kefrine. Then his action step. Do all apply? If at a cargo destination, deliver it. If cargo is illegal, ship suffers 3 damage. Otherwise, buy a job and place a gold token on the card's destination. So he's going to take the top card of the jobs deck here, and that's rooting out spies, and that destination is Takodana, which he's actually fairly close to. So that'll go here in the job or bounty slot, and then we're going to place a gold token on Takodana to remind us that that's where he wants to go. And then the encounter step, we do the first that applies. If he has a negative reputation matching a patrol in space, encounter that patrol. He doesn't. He can spend 8,000 credits to gain 1 fame, but he doesn't have 8,000 credits. So we'll reveal the face-down contact token of the lowest class on the planet and gain the crew on its card for free. So we're going to reveal, oh, he's not on a planet, so nothing happens in his encounter step. So, alright, and we'll put that card back on the bottom. Alright, so it's my turn again as Boba Fett. And I'm still looking for that the bounty for that Black Sun agent. So I see that right here next to me on Lothal is another gray contact. So I'm going to go over to Lothal as my planning step. I'm going to look at the market. Oh, I forgot to move the we're going to move that patrol again here. So I'm going to move 1, 2, 3, because that patrol would have moved toward Han Solo once he took that job. And so I'm on Lothal, and I'm going to look at the market here and see if there's anything that I want to do. I don't have any credits really, so not a lot I can do, except I can take a bounty for Greedo. So I'm going to take a bounty for Greedo. So I put that in my job or bounty slot. So you have 2 slots on your starting ship that you can put jobs or bounties in. I'm going to flip over the top card of the bounties deck, and it moves moves the Syndicate Patrol back to my space again. So I keep getting the Syndicate there. So I'm going to look and see if there's anything I want to cycle. I don't see anything that I want to cycle really. Actually, I'm going to cycle, even though I'm Boba Fett, I'm going to put my ship at the bottom, and maybe we'll get back to it, but I'm looking for a little bit cheaper ship that I might be able to afford sooner, so I'm going to go ahead and cycle that. And then I'm going to have an encounter, so I'm going to look first at the gray one here, and it's Lobot. So I look for card 18 in the deck here. Not the one I was looking for. Alright, so Lobot's brain-enhancing device allows him direct contact with complex computer systems. Surely you can find a use for such skills. If I'm Lando Calrissian, which I'm not, you may gain the crew below and discard Lobot's token. Otherwise, you may spend 2,000 to gain the crew below and discard Lobot's token. And I don't have any credits, so he's going to stay out there again. Alright, that's my encounter step. So we're going to go ahead and go to the next turn for the AI player. During the planning step, they recover all damage if they have any. They don't. Move towards the closest goal, so he's going to move towards the Ring of Kefrine here. And then we move to the action step. Do all apply. If cargo at a destination, deliver it. So he delivers the cargo that he's got here, and that's going to go back in the deck and gains 5,000 credits for it. So he's at 11,000 now. I'm going to put card 91 back in the deck here because we won't need it again. Alright. So if cargo is illegal, character suffers 2 damage. It's not. Buy a job card and place a gold token on the card's destination. So basically the same as before. So we'll take the job. And it's rescue from the mines, which is at Kessel. So he's going to eventually move back towards Kessel there. I'll put that gold token out. And now on his encounter, there's no patrol. If he's at a job destination, he's not. He complete it, or he can spend 8,000 to gain 1 fame. So he's going to go ahead and spend 8,000, and he's going to go up a fame on me here. So that's just the AI player that can do that, spend credits to get fame. That's because it's a single player game here. So normally you have to do something, complete a job or a bounty or something to get fame. Alright, so back to my turn, Boba Fett there. I'm actually going to stay where I'm at and gain 2,000 credits. And then I will look at them. Oh, I forgot to flip this again. So the Rebel Patrol is going to move 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, because they were moving towards Han Solo. So I'm going to look at the market and see if there's anything that I want. I only have 2,000 credits, so I can't buy the heavy blaster pistol. Well, I could switch it for my vibro blade, but I like my vibro blade a little better because I have stealth, and it gives me 1 power, and during a ground combat I can turn one of my focus results to a hit instead. So I can keep that. I can't afford the illegal cargo there. I'm going to go ahead and cycle the luxury deck here and see what we get. Got some stolen jewels, but they cost 10,000, so I can't take that. So there's really nothing I want to do with the market deck. I can go ahead and counter this green token here, and it is Hondo Ohnaka. Hondo Ohnaka from Clone Wars and Rebels cartoon. Noted Outer Rim smuggler and all-around pseudo good bad guy, whatever you need him to be. So I'm looking for card 14 here, and I'm going to encounter Hondo. Haha, my friend, with brains and your capital, why, we will both be rich. You may spend 3,000 to gain the crew below and discard Hondo Onaka's token. I don't have 3,000 cards. If I had him, I would gain influence and I would increase the reward on each of my cargo by 2,000 credits. So we're going to put him back out here. And then it goes to the AI player's turn. AI player is going to Han Solo. Is going to, if defeated, recover all damage. He's not. Move towards the closest goal. So he's going here to Takodana. And then his action step. If it a cargo destination, deliver it? Nope. Buy gear if you can. So he has 3,000 credits, so he can buy that piece of gear. So we'll put those back. Buy that. And then the top card is Jetpack. Ooh, I want that as Boba Fett. And the Hut Patrol will actually move 4. Let's see, they're going to move 1, 2, 3, 4 back towards him. That's going to be a problem for him next round. Wait, where's the number 1 Hut Patrol? Hope I put the number 4 out there. Don't want that. Number 1. 1, 2, 3. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. So he's going to have to stop at them and fight next turn because they are negative to him. Alright, so reveal the face-down contact token of the lowest class on the planet. That's the screen one, and that is Leia Organa. Alright, and then the encounter step, do the first it applies. Of a negative reputation with matching patrol, it's not. Job destination completed. So he is trying to... here on Takodana, he's trying to root out spies, so he has to resolve card 51. 51. So we're going to look in the deck here for job card 51. Alright, we've got rooting out spies here. So job cards in the databank deck will have several steps here. You might be able to skip some of them. You can see on each of these job cards they have what skills you're going to need. So you're going to need influence, knowledge, and tactics. And you have to be able to pass the knowledge and the tactics tests on this job to succeed and complete the job. Alright, so ask information broker about the presence of Imperial spies. Test influence. If you pass, skip to step 3. He does not have influence, so we're looking for a crit here. And did not get one. Got 2 hits again, so he does not skip. The broker betrays you and her minions try to punish you for poking around. Fight a ground combat against minions that are 3 strength. If I win, prevent 1 damage from this combat. So Han Solo, because of his trusty heavy blaster pistol, that kind of fits, I guess, with the theme, now has 4 combat dice, so he's going to roll 4. And hits are 1 and crits are 2, so he only got 1 success there. So the thugs, the minions, have 3 dice, and they get 1 success as well. So ties go to the winner, or ties go to the active player rather. So Han Solo is the active player, wins that contest, and it says on the text of the card you prevent the 1 damage from the combat. So he got out easy on that one. The spies are getting away, but you think you know a shortcut through the basement. Test knowledge. If you fail, your character suffers 1 damage, and repeat this step. So he has to test knowledge, which he doesn't have, and he's looking for a crit. So did not, so he takes a point of damage, and you basically keep going until you're defeated. He takes another point of damage. Still no success, so he takes another point of damage. And still no success, so he takes a 4th point of damage, and now he's defeated, so his turn ends immediately. We'll put this back in the deck here. And then the only thing He would lose 3,000 credits if he had credits. And then the only thing he can do on his next turn is to heal up and then do the rest of his turn. So that's the first thing he has to do. Alright, so back to Boba Fett. Boba Fett is still looking for that bounty. So he's going to move up here to Mon Calamari. I'm looking for Greedo now too, and there's a green contact there. Well, watch, it'll be this last one back here. But I'm going to go ahead. Oh, is there anything I want in the market? Don't have enough money for any of that, so I will skip that. I'm not going to manipulate anything. I'm just going to go ahead and encounter this contact. And it's IGRM Droid. IGRM Droid number 15. Alright. Looking through for 15. There it is. Alright. This bodyguard and force droid works for Sictracto Vizago. Well, a little reprogramming it work for you. If you have a negative syndicate reputation, test stealth. I don't. I'm neutral. If you have positive or neutral syndicate reputation, you may test techs. If you pass, gain the crew below and discard the token. So I'll go ahead and test tech. I do not have tech, so I need a crit again. And I didn't get it, so he's going to stay out there. Alright. And back to Han Solo. He's going to recover all of his damage, I'm sure. So, yep. If defeated, recover all damage. Move towards the closest goal. He's already there. So, since he's already there, he gains 2,000 credits. If at a cargo destination, deliver it. Buy cargo and place gold token on the card's destination. So, he doesn't have enough credits for the cargo, so he can't buy the cargo. And then his encounter step. Do the first applies. If negative reputation matching patrol, do that. No. If at a job destination, complete it. So we'll try and complete that job again. And then we have a special thing here. So I should have just left that card out, shouldn't I? That was 51. 51. Alright, so he's going to test influence and needs a crit. Didn't get it, so he has to fight the ground combat, so he gets 4 dice, and got 2 hits this time, and then 3 dice for the opponent, got 3 hits, so Han Solo actually fails, and takes 3 damage from the minions, and now we continue on because it doesn't say the job ends, so we'll continue on. He has to test knowledge. And he succeeds at the knowledge test with a crit there. And then you locate the spies, but they're about to leave on their ship. You fire from a distance, hoping to hit your target. Test tactics. If you fail, your character suffers 1 damage, and repeat this step. If you pass, complete the job. So he does not have tactics, so we need a crit again. And let's just say we got it to keep things interesting. So we've got the crit there. We complete this job, so we take rooting the spies back out. We'll put it under the jobs deck. And for doing that, he gains 5,000 credits and 1 fame. So he's beating the pants off me. He's already at 2 fame, the AI player. Alright. I'll put that under there. Alright. And then the special here on his turn is he discards the top card of the bounty and luxury decks, then shuffle the AI card back into the AI deck. So that's how they keep it a little bit random. So you don't know what's coming back out, it looks like. So top card of the bounties deck. Oh, and top card of the luxury deck. And then we put that back with the other AI cards and we shuffle the deck. Alright. And it's my turn again. I want to show you some ground combat here, so hopefully I can find one of my bounties. If I move back, I'm going to encounter one of those patrols. Oh, I can get all the way to Nalhutta, so I'll go to Nalhutta. And I still don't have enough credits to really buy anything. So I will encounter Gray here. And we're just going to say that, hey, there's the Black Sun agent. So now instead of drawing his card out of the deck, I'm going to have a ground combat against him. So as Boba Fett, I have 3 strength, and then another one for my Vibroblade, so I have 4 strength. And I get 2 hits, but I can change one of these focus because of my Vibroblade to a hit, so I have 3. The bounties all have their toughness on the bounty card, so I roll 2 dice for the Black Sun agent, and he got no successes, so I don't take any damage, and I take him as a bounty. So now I put him on the card on my ship, and I have a choice. I can either go ahead and eliminate him and gain 5,000 credits and 1 fame, or I can deliver him to Ryloth, which is right nearby, and gain 10,000 and 1 fame. So I think I'm going to hold on to him until my next turn. Now it's Han Solo's turn again, so we'll draw an AI card. He's not defeated, so he moves towards the closest goal that he has now, which is out at Kessel. So he's going to move towards Kessel. Now he has to stop at the Hutt Patrol there because he is either neutral or negative with them. He's actually negative. So he's going to stop right there. His action step, he can't do anything because he's out at a nav point, and then his encounter step, he has to fight that patrol. So we'll see some ship combat here. So ship combat, we're going to look at the ship's abilities. So it's 3 dice for his ship. And the same applies. Crits are 2 and hits are 1. So he's got 3 hits, so that's 3. And then the patrol ship has a combat value and a reward on it if he defeats the patrol ship. It has 3 dice as well, so it's going to roll 3 dice, and only got 1 success. So he wins the space combat. The ship takes 1 point of damage because the patrol did a point of damage to him, but he gets 5,000 credits for defeating that patrol, and that patrol comes off the board. And then a new patrol spawns, a level 2 Hutt Patrol. And it now gives fame as a reward, but it's a lot stronger. It has 5 combat dice. And so that's Han Solo's turn. And now you've seen just about everything in the game. We've completed a job. We've got a bounty. Well, let me do one more turn here so you can see delivering a bounty. So I'm going to go to Ryloth through Tatooine as Boba Fett. And then in my action step, I'm going to go ahead and deliver the Black Sun agent. And that gains me 10,000 credits. And 1 fame. So I finally got a fame. So that's completing a bounty. You can choose to either eliminate them for a little reward or deliver them for a bigger reward. We've done bounties, we've done jobs, we've done encounters. Let's do a planetary encounter just so you can see that. So instead of encountering a token here, I'm going to encounter the planet. The planet encounter, I'm at Ryloth, so I'll read the top portion of this card here. Gobi Guy is looking to purchase quality ship for a secret mission. If your ship is not a starter ship, you may replace your ship with a starter ship sheet to gain 1 fame, 1 rebel reputation, and 5,000 credits. If I do replace my ship sheet, I may lose 1 imperial reputation to gain 4,000 credits. So my ship's a starter ship still, so that doesn't do anything for me. And the planetary encounters all have what you might get from them, buying or selling ships, cargo, reputation, things like that. The Kessel, the Maelstrom space at Kessel has a special encounter that might give you an extra turn, but it's going to be a harder encounter that might damage your ship as well. So that's Star Wars Outer Rim. Thanks to Fantasy Flight for loaning us the game for the week so that we could get you some content and some previews. Thank you to Red Raccoon, and look for Cardboard Console for a Learn to Play video coming up soon. That's a YouTube channel. Cardboard Console, Dwiggy's Demos. And this game will be out later this year. If you're at Star Wars Celebration in Chicago next week, come and see me. I'll be demoing it all week in the Fantasy Flight Games area. Thank you, and I hope you all have a good night.